Welcome to the clinical cookout. Cookout.
Hey y'all, it's Auntie Ashley of the Clinical Cookout, and I'm here to wrap up our theme this week, which was love and happiness. So, we talked about love this week and relationship bonds, but because Valentine's Day fell this week, of course, we kind of focus more on romantic love, and that's fine. Romantic love is beautiful, but there are so many other types of love that we need to know and understand and cultivate in our lives in order to have full lives and to feel the type of joy and peace that we all seek. But the English language makes it really hard because we only got the one word, love. And the way I love my husband is not the way that I love my kids, and that's not the way that I love my mama, and that's not the way that I love my best friend. So I want to talk to y'all real quick about the 8 different types of love so you can understand them and realize how important it is to cultivate them for yourself. Let's get into it. So, of course, the one we all know, Valentine's Day, Eros. That is the romantic type of love, the passionate type of love, the type of love that elicits sexual desire. Very important for our relationships with our partners, okay? Super, super important because we got to have that chemistry. And this is an intense form of love. This is just that overwhelming, oh my God, I'm in love with you type of love. And everyone deserves to feel that at some point in their life. Another type of love is ludus. This is your affectionate, playful type of love. This can be felt between two people who like each other, but it also can be felt between friends, between parent and child, because it's affectionate. It's really playful. Now, when it's got to do with somebody you like, crushes, where you get the butterflies in your stomach and all of that, I want y'all to realize that you can feel this and it's fun to feel it, but this one doesn't always mean it's meant to be more than that. Sometimes it's just meant to be that. And sometimes we take things a little too far with people when it was never meant to go that far. It was meant to stay right here at the playful stage because we got a connection, but we don't have true compatibility. So this one is great. It's fun to feel. But when it comes to somebody you like or somebody you're dating, sometimes you need to cut it off right there and let that be what it is for that moment in time. Now, philia is your friendship love. This is the love between you and your girls, or you and your homeboys, or you and all the friends in your life. And honestly, this one can be just as important as romantic love. Granted, it's platonic and you don't have any physical attraction to this person, but I say all the time, if you ever been through a friendship breakup with somebody you've been friends with for a long time, it's difficult. It's hard. This person has been in your life. You've shared time with them. You've shared memories with them. You've shared secrets with them. And now y'all not talking anymore. It's tough. We quick to say cut them off, not realizing how hard it is to continue life without this person that's been your ride or die. So this one is definitely important to cultivate in our lives. We need friends. You are not supposed to be in this world as an island. You need friends. And sometimes friendship can be deeper than family relationships. Now, speaking of family, the next type of love is storge. This is the familial type of love. This is the love between parent and child, siblings, your aunts and uncles, your grandparents, cousins. This is that type of love. And this one is very important to cultivate because this one is the first type of love that we actually experience before any of the other types. You are born into this world to your parents, and whether you remain with your parents or your grandparents take care of you or you get adopted, that familial sense of love and belonging and security and safety is necessary to be healthy. So I know that not everybody might have had the best experience in this area as a child, but it is an important one to try to cultivate. And you can cultivate it later in life. Just because you didn't have it does not mean you can't have it. This one is more so about having that strong support system. Create it for yourself if you never had it. It's out there. Now, the next type of love is pragma. This is similar to storge, but this is enduring love, long lasting love. This is the love that lets you know you have gone past surface level stuff and y'all on a deeper level. This can be with a romantic partner, a friend, or a family member. It's the type of love that has endured through time and has endured through hard times and the ups and downs of life. These are the people in your life that's been on the roller coaster ride with you. Life be lifing and they be right there with you. This kind of love often involves compromise, patience, tolerance, understanding. And if you are willing to put in that work, this is the type of love that is going to make any relationship in your life last forever. These are the people that are in your life for a lifetime and not just a season. And for our romantic partners, if you have pragma, then it becomes more about staying in love versus just falling in love. Because all of us can fall in love, but can we get up and walk in love together? The last three types of love, to me, they are the most important three. One of them is dangerous and we don't need it, and two of them are absolutely essential. So the first one is philautia, and this is self love and self compassion. Baby, I know we hear it all the time. You can't love anybody else until you love yourself. And it's partially true. I say that that's partially true. The more love you have for yourself, the greater capacity you have to love others. So you gotta work on that love of self. You gotta be able to look in the mirror and say, listen, no matter what I'm going through, I love me. And this one can be affected by so many other factors. It can be affected by our families, it can be affected by our partners because they play a role in our validation, right? But at the end of the day, we got to be able to validate ourselves. You got to be able to give yourself your flowers when you know you deserve them. So this is that. And you also got to be able to have that self compassion for yourself when you mess up. You messed up. You're human. Nobody's perfect. You don't have to get it right all the time. You're not going to get it right all the time. But that doesn't mean that you don't forgive yourself and keep it pushing. However, be mindful with philautia, it can creep into self obsessed love, which means you're going into the realm of narcissism, which is what we don't want. So there is a limit here. But it is more than possible to love yourself completely and not be a narcissist. The next one is the one I want all of y'all to avoid. So listen close. Mania, obsessive love. This is the possessive, jealous, controlling type of love. This is the love that is a part of toxic, unhealthy relationships. You don't want this. This is the one where we see codependency or this feeling that another person will heal or complete you. That's nobody's job. It is nobody's job to heal you, and it is certainly nobody's job to complete you. You should walk into any scenario already complete. I know it's all cute to say, oh, he completes me, she completes me. Absolutely not. Okay? You want to stay away from stuff like that. So, mania is the one we don't want. Okay? This is a dangerous type of love. Lastly is agape. This is considered the highest form of love. And if you've ever been to church, you've heard about this one, but I'm going to take it out of the realm of religion. So it is a spiritual type of love, but it requires an enormous amount of empathy. It requires acceptance without judgment. It's love of humankind, just love of your fellow man and woman. This one is absolutely necessary because it lays the foundation, if you ask me. But be careful because often we conflate this and we say it's unconditional as well. Unconditional love doesn't mean what a lot of people think it does. It doesn't mean I will tolerate any and everything from you, but it means I will love you because I know you're not perfect, but I also don't have to be in your space if you are of harm to me. Now, that don't mean that we got to love everybody. That's not what that means. I'm not telling people to love people who've harmed them, but we do still need this form of love. All right, y'all. That's all I got. I hope y'all all took something from that. I hope you cultivate these different types of love in your life while staying away from mania. But other than that, I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And join us next week for our new theme, which is Mama Made It, the portrayal of Black folks in media and how it affects our mental health. So that's going to be a good one, y'all. And reminder, you going to get to meet your aunties in person in July. The Clinical Cookout is having an in-person cookout July 13th in Cleveland, Ohio. Listen, workshops, panel discussions, and a real cookout. I mean cookout with food and spades tables and other games and just fun, y'all. So I hope y'all mark your calendars to join us in July. All right, the aunties will see y'all next week.